What's happening, everybody? It's me, your resident supervillain, Mr. J. Washington, and I'm here with something completely different. This is no review. This is no trailer reaction. This is no podcast. This is nothing about, this is about the nerd world in a whole different fashion. Thank you to everybody who has been rocking with your boy this past week, especially with everything that has escalated and has gone on. If you've been rocking with me for the longest, you already know I speak my mind on everything and the police brutality and everything that has gone on with the protests from George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, amongst others. I'm going to always be vocal about. So if you don't like it, you already know what you can do. I will never support the bullshit looting that has happened, first and foremost. I will never support the bullshit destruction that has happened. And when I say that, because protests, when they've come to a head, when they've reached a boiling point, when they've reached their fever pitch, where we're at now with all these protests since the murder of George Floyd, they've hit the boiling point. They've hit the peak, right? Because we're tired of marching. We're tired of just walking down the street and making a hashtag and a T-shirt and going home and have nothing happen, only to have the same thing happen repeatedly. So people got tired of it. Boom, you have these riots and subsequent looting initially. That's it, right? Well, just wanted to preface that because of what I'm about to show you. Take a look at this dude right here.
I've been talking about this for many years, and the events over the past week have been the tipping point. I can no longer, in good conscience, support gaming companies who hate my kind and want to see me dead. I will never buy another gaming console ever again. Why the fuck would I give money to anti-white pieces of shit who want me dead? It's done. I'm 37 years old. I've been gaming, supporting the gaming companies for as long as I can remember. Why the fuck would I ever give you a single cent when you are pushing false narratives and rallying in support of violent, rioting looters, disguising themselves as a legitimate political movement? No. These are thugs. These are cretins. I am fucking done. And you can see I've supported this cancerous, soy, passive hobby my whole fucking life. Now I don't have my little bit of fun, just a little bit of fun. You all gotta be anti-white and proclaim your hatred of my people. I am fucking done. You guys can go fuck yourselves.
So my mans, if you don't know, so today is Friday, June the 5th, 2020. I can't believe it's June the 5th. I didn't even know what day of the week it was until I talked to my daughter's mother early because we both couldn't believe it. I was like, oh shit, that's what it is. So dude is mad because a lot of video game companies, when people started their games this morning, popped up on the screen and said Black Lives Matter. And of course, we already knew that the white kids and little white guys that were sensitive and racist and always in their feelings in the moment. You know, the little 13-year-old white boys who feel like they have so much anonymity behind a headset and a microphone going, you stupid niggers. You know, those kids. And even the grown ones. The ones that are tough as shit when they type, but when you see them, they soft as a bag of milk. They, they wet flour pussy. But I digress. He says, you're trying to, I'm not going to support you when you're supporting something that's talking about killing my kind. No one has ever said about killing white people when they say Black Lives Matter. No one has never said that only Black Lives Matter. No one has ever discredited white, Hispanic, Asian, green, purple, blue, avatar, Thanos race. It doesn't matter. No one has ever discriminated against them. We just said at the moment, the severity of the situation, Black Lives Matter, because Black lives seem to have an open fucking hunting season on them. But yet you get mad because the video game your dumb ass decided to play all of a sudden said it's in support of a cause, in support of a people, and you took it upon yourself to think that all of a sudden people were targeting you. No, you know what targeted you? Genetics, you fat dumb fuck. You know what targeted you? Your virginity that you didn't lose. And if you did lose, I'm pretty sure you paid for it. Shouts out to sex workers, because I know that nobody give it to you willingly. You had to pay for it, and she got bills due. So before you sit there and go on these little idiotic rants saying, oh man, they just want to kill white people and this is a false pretense and they're just doing this so they can justify looting and destruction. Maybe we need to pay the fuck attention to the world. If it was something like that, the world wouldn't be a part of this. Yes, the world. For the first time in history, all 50 states had people marching for the same cause. All 50 states you wouldn't even thought of having marching. Wyoming, Idaho, Montana. You never thought when you would hear about it. States like those, all of them. North and South Dakota. But you think a video game company wants to support some people who want to kill you. Don't nobody know you. I've been buying and supporting the video game industry for 37 years. It's been my lifelong hobby, and now I can't see giving another fucking dime to them. Fuck you. You can be mad all you want. You can be in your feelings all you want. The fact of the matter remains that a lot of companies, a lot of corporations are waking up. We want to see if it's, don't get me wrong, I want to see how they stand 6 months from now. But in this moment, in this day and age, in this point in time, everybody's coming together. And for a lot of you motherfuckers who quote unquote think you superior, for a lot of motherfuckers who think they're part of the supreme race, you seeming real big bitch right now. You can't be supreme when you in your feelings crying. You can't be supreme when you're scared of something. You can't be supreme when you're scared of change. And you can't be supreme when you think another race that is actually a minority in this country is going to become the majority. You can't be that supreme. And no, I'm not saying everybody that feels this way is an alt-right Nazi or a white supremacist, but I can say if you say shit like that, you're a goddamn racist. Yes, I do believe from the bottom of my heart, if you say all lives matter, when the moment somebody says black lives matter, yeah, there's a lot of racism and there's a lot of insecurity in your soul. You need to relook at yourself. But the fact, I felt like I needed to make this video. Because you know what? This wouldn't have been justified on Instagram. This wouldn't have been justified on Twitter. Let me let it for the long stretch. This way, when you see the video, you can like it, you can thumbs up and thumbs down, and it don't matter, but you can like it and share it, and then when it goes in that algorithm, more people can see it, and more people who get upset about it, like dude did, can be in their feelings in the comments, and I can just laugh at your goof ass. Because I don't know what you think this is. See, the fact of the matter is, there has been systematic racism for years. There has been that. There's been police brutality that has unjustly targeted black men and women. Now, people want to bring up statistics and say, well, Jay, look at this. There are a lot of unarmed white men that have been killed by the police, and a lot of unarmed white women. Well, you do realize that black people are 13% of the population, so therefore you will see more white men killed by the police because they are 62% as a whole as a race of the population of the United States of America. So what are you trying to prove? And then people will go, well, what about black on black crime? And like I said before numerous times, and I will continue to say it, and I will rant here and say it, black on black crime is not a thing. You know why? Because you don't say white on white crime. You don't say Hispanic on Hispanic crime. You don't say Asian on Asian crime. You don't say Arab on Arab crime. Guess what you just say? You just say fucking crime. And statistically, since you want to bring those up, a person is more likely to kill and commit a crime against someone of their own race who is in their immediate proximity. So, what are you trying to say? So when you go back to why people are marching, it's proof even in the pudding, the fact that you have the police who are now beating up unarmed and just peaceful protesters. So it's adding on to the reason. Don't get me started on the orange fuck muppet in office who wants to keep sparking shit because his dumb ass can't figure out a motherfucking pee from his brain. But we know why it is. He blows the racist dog whistle every chance he gets, and then all of a sudden idiots like that goes, see, this is just the liberals and the Democrats. This has nothing to do with political affiliation, because you know what? Before you say anything, I don't have one. I am not a liberal. I am not a conservative. I'm my own goddamn person. What this is, though, is right and wrong. And I guess evidently you can't discern between the two. And that seems to hurt you. So I don't know directly who you are, angry white dude, but I know for a fact you're one of a bunch. I know you're one of many of you all, especially those of you with YouTube channels and well, because like I've said before on Twitter, for those who don't know or may want to play dumb or oblivious to it, the nerd community as a whole, whether it be gaming, comics, sci-fi, RPGs, anime, cosplay, is racist as fuck. And now you get called out on it. And now you get nervous because now you can't be who you want to be anymore and think people are just going to accept it. That's not what's happening. You mad because a video game company said Black Lives Matter and then you say you're not going to support them anymore? Guess what? You're one person gone. You're going to automatically make 3 more people support. So nobody gives a fuck. You can burn all your shit if you want to. Because 9 times out of 10, that's what you all want to do. You get mad, kind of like people when they got mad when Colin Kaepernick was protesting about police brutality. Go figure, look where we're at right now. And decided to burn their Nike jerseys, burn their Nikes and everything, especially after Colin Kaepernick got a $200 million endorsement deal from them. And they burnt their stuff that they already fucking paid for. Nike had their money like it was going to fucking matter. So guess what? Do the same thing. It don't matter. You don't have to buy another video game. More than likely you will. You just won't tell anybody because you don't want to feel like a hypocrite. But even if you don't, guess what? Like I said, 3 more people will buy one. Because now they're supporting them. They don't need you. No one needs you. Yes, if you are one of those racists watching this, if you just happen to grab a hold of this and be like, this is all political. What about I was racially profiled and I'm a white guy, grew up in a black neighborhood. I have a racist, casually white racist bingo card you can fill out. A lot of you all fill out the squares very easily. So you can go ahead and play that with yourself. But the fact of the matter is this. As angry as I am through all of this, as hurt as I am through all of this, as exhausted as I am through all of this, I will continue to speak on it. I will continue to call you out, and I won't give a damn about it. Because there's a saying I say at the end of the day. It's called, who gonna whoop my ass? But more importantly, I'm gonna speak my mind on the truth. I'm gonna call it out for what it is. Has I ever said all white people are racist? No. Why? I will never say that. I've had friends from all different races and cultures and creeds since I was a child. So I know that's not to be true. Will I say that a lot of white people are racist? Probably not, because I don't know you all. Again, you're 63% of the population. I haven't met nearly as close as many as you as possible. Will I say some people I've encountered are racist? Absolutely. And not only am I a host, on the internet, not only am I go to comic book conventions, but I'm also a stand-up comedian and I do shows in the middle of America where sometimes the only thing blacker than me on a show is the night sky. I've had people tap me on the shoulder and say, you're funny and one of the good ones. So don't tell me I don't know what the fuck racism is. Don't tell me I don't know what unjustly being profiled by the police are, because I've been pulled over for the fact that I was driving slower because I was tired after a wrestling show, and 2 cops with guns drawn thought that, oh, you had to be on drugs or something because you can't be tired, until they pulled out my wrestling gear out the trunk and saw, yes, I'm a professional wrestler as well. But I'm going to speak on all of it consistently. You know why? Because I have a platform to do so. And I told people from the beginning, I don't give a shit what that means. If I lose subscribers, if I lose followers, if I lose friends, if I lose job opportunities, it does not matter to me, because I'm not going to be quiet about this, because the world needs to hear it, whether it's from my voice or voices like mine as well. So you can be upset. And when I say you, I generalize about you being just like dude. Because at the end of the day, it's only 2 things you can do about it. And people who know me from wrestling and movie trivia schmodown know exactly what that is. That's nothing, and deal with it, damn it. Now, you can politely go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J Washington. It's spelled, I didn't have it on the screen. It's M-R-J-A-Y. You should know how to spell Washington, okay? I usually have it up there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell. You can also join my supervillain squad on Patreon. Yep, patreon.com/Mr. J Washington. I say a lot of things. I have a lot of things on my heart that I don't say on a lot of other shows, and I don't say on my podcast, which is the Mad Titan Podcast. It's where I get you caught up on everything happening in the Marvel and DC live action and cinematic universes. It is barbershop talk for nerds. Come on in the convo. I just dropped episode 62, so if you really want to be mad too, go check that out. And then if you really want to get all in your feelings, check out the town hall that myself and my brother, my friend, my comedy compadre, Winston A. Marshall did on our 20th episode of Blurs in the Hood we did this past Tuesday. We didn't do a regular show. We did a town hall to tell you all about it, to break it all down for those who didn't understand, for those who needed to listen, those who needed some clarification on things. So youtube.com/BLERDS, the letter N, THEHOOD. BLERDS, the letter N, THEHOOD. And on Twitch as well. Now, you want to be mad? Be mad. It's a whole comment section below. You want to be in your feelings? Type away. You want to be in feelings even more when you just click the dislike button because you saw the video and said, ooh, he real mad? Yeah, go ahead. Because at the end of the day, I'm still here. Bye.